Hello universe, this is Star Child Links, and I actually recorded the whole video before, but then my boyfriend called me in the middle and my camera phone stopped recording, and so here I am doing it all again. So um, anyway, it's probably a good thing because the previous video was 40 minutes long, but now that I've organized all my thoughts, I can probably do this better now. And so uh, this video is to give you an energy overview of what Leo season is going to be like. So we have, okay, so these are my, this is how I figure out what's happening astrologically. I've made these nice little calendars where I note all of the important things happening. And so this is July, right? So we have on the 24th, we have Sun moving into Leo. And actually, before I get into that, so a quick overview of what the previous season was like. Previous was Cancer season. And Cancer season, before the sun went into Cancer, there was Neptune retrograde, and that happened. Wait, Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Yeah, and that happened on the 19th. Like, I think that was 2 days before, 2 or 3 days before, 2 days before the sun went into Cancer. And what that did was it really set the stage. That day I felt this whole sticky kind of pull back kind of energy, and I didn't know what was happening at that point, but in my head I could see this image of the caterpillar within the cocoon kind of breaking down and becoming this biological soup. So that was what it was like at the start of Cancer. And it what it so the way I see it, this Neptune retrograde is like a gateway, and within this gateway all retrogrades have this extra dimension because of that Piscean energy, and Piscean energy really helps marry the subconscious with the conscious in a very foggy state. So you don't realize that you're actually accessing pretty deep wounds and you're healing them. But it's all happening pretty naturally in the conscious world, in the waking reality. So yeah, so Cancer season started out that way, and after that, what happened again? Oh yeah. So after that, on the 28th or something like that, yeah, on the 28th, Vesta went retrograde, and Vesta is all to do with women working with each other. And the thing with women that I've found is that we can't really work with each other. We have some issue or the other, and it's usually to do with authority and usually to do with other men. They, yeah. So anyway, so we have Cancer season that started out with this pull into the subconscious, this breaking of rigid subconscious notions, and the molding or the beginning of molding something new. And then we have Vesta going retrograde, and what that did was kind of push and prod women to start connecting with each other to start working with each other to heal the wounds within themselves that stopped them from working with each that stopped them from working with each other. And then came the Sirius Gateway on July from the 3rd to the 7th, and that really opened up our connection to the spiritual world. So spiritual growth was just during that time. And we also had right in the middle of that Sirius Gateway was Chiron going retrograde. Chiron is another asteroid mainly dealing with like deep-seated wounds, healing of deep-seated wounds. It's Chiron is called the wounded healer. So so just imagine Vesta asking people, and Vesta went retrograde in Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign of responsibility and uh, hard work and things like that. So when that opened up with the spiritual gateway and the healing that Chiron brought, the healing inner work, subconscious inner work. So it really brought about it was like a call. That's how I experienced it. It was like a call to reach out to other women spiritually and work with them with regards to healing ourselves, healing the world, self-healing as well, healing. And so what happened was during that time I had met my soul sister. Actually, I knew her from before, but we'd never really connected that way. But during this Sirius Gateway with Chiron going retrograde and Vesta going retrograde, we really connected. She was my soul sister, so it was like, uh, I could tell her memories of my past and she would understand it because something similar happened to her in her past. And her sister, she has two sisters. I have one cousin sister that I grew up with, and we could easily swap places. I mean, that was how it was like. And yeah, Lekha, if you're watching this, I love you. And yeah, so that's what happened in Cancer season. And so apart from this women bonding, spiritually healing this way, it also provided a kind of safe space, like a cocoon energy, where we could think about what we wanted to be, what we wanted to achieve in the world, and try and achieve that. Or well, for me personally, I didn't have an opportunity to achieve it, but take small little steps. So I had a lot of opportunity, as in a lot of safe spaces, a lot of comfortable spaces were given to me where I could be myself, where I could explore myself, and that was really beautiful. But Cancer, and this Cancer season has been incredibly water heavy. It was like, if this is the water level, we were way down there. And approaching Leo season right now, so it's the 22nd, and I can already feel myself swimming towards the surface, like seeing the light coming through the water, and I'm like, yes, time to breathe again. So when the sun moves into Leo, the opening energy of the season is going to be all about going towards that feeling of treasure, preciousness. You want to reach it or obtain it outside of yourself. It could be with regards to love, with regards to your work scenario, or with you as a person. You've probably in the Cancer season, like how it happened to me, I found out something interesting about myself. And Leo opens up ideas of, hey, you can work towards actually reaching that now, or exuding that specialness now. And so that's the opening energy of Leo season. So that's on the 24th and the 25th of July. So enjoy it. And on the 26th is when Mercury is going to go retrograde, and and it's going to go retrograde in Leo. Such perfection, I tell you. This, I've I've never quite felt that way before about the kind of astrological phenomena that's been happening, but lately it feels so perfect. It feels so perfect. So, like I said, right, this is the water level, and we as conscious beings are somewhere over here, swimming towards the top, getting out of that Cancer season. And as we are moving upwards, we are already accessing a bit of that Leo energy, thinking about everything that's precious to us and wanting to shine, things like that. And but then we still have a long way to go, and Mercury in retrograde is there to help us use that time that it takes for us to break the surface. Use that time to really understand what it is that we want, how it is that we want to present ourselves, how it is that we want to achieve what we want, and what it is that we really want. And the moon is in Capricorn that same day. It changes signs to Capricorn that same day. So it's really a serious pull. And there's, so the opening energy of Mercury retrograde is going to be kind of like, you have a sense of what you want and then you lose it, and then you have to work for it to find out what it really is. And during this time, what I'd suggest, I already did the card reading before, and so I'll just tell you what it said. I got the card I forgot. It's Mercury retrograde. So yeah. I remember. Warmth, and the other card was, come on, Secret Place. Yeah. So Secret Place is a card that I used to get a lot in the Cancer season. So Secret Place is about that space where you can be yourself, and Warmth is about really. So the way I read these two cards is that during this time where Mercury retrograde is going to cause you to sort of lose sight of what it is that you really want, and it's going to cause you to work to try and find it. But through this period, the only thing that's going to keep you afloat, the thing that's going to actually help you out, is remembering the stuff that you did this Cancer season, and remembering the stuff that you did in the comfort of your own home, or whatever felt like home. Remembering how you were allowed to be yourself, and letting that bring some warmth within you, and really embracing it and melting it, smelting it within you, and making it a part of you, a stronger part of you, not just a memory that happened, but you know, yeah. So that's Mercury retrograde in Leo, and that is going to last until the where is it direct 19th. Okay, it's gonna last until the 19th of August. Whew, that's a long time, but it's probably for the best. And full moon eclipse, so that happens on the 28th. So see, already Leo is starting out with a bang. Well, it can't really start with a bang since the Cancer season has left us so underwater, but it's going to um, drag you out in a very interesting and dramatic way. That's what Leo season is all about. So yeah, we when we enter into the eclipse hour, so this is full moon eclipse in Aquarius, right? So the way that I view eclipses, it's like celestial bodies playing peekaboo with us humans. And when you observe a mother and a child playing peekaboo, it's like it's so charged with energy. The baby is so charged with energy and attention towards the mother. And when the mother, you know, comes out from behind her hands and makes a face at the baby, uh, it causes such a reaction, such a bubbly reaction from the kids. And that's what's happening with full moon, the full moon eclipse. The mother is the moon, the eclipse is the hands, and Aquarius is the face that the moon makes when she's peekaboo, you know. So and Aquarius is like lightning energy. Aquarius is eccentric. So the moon is going to make a pretty weird and interesting face at you, whether figuratively or literally, and it's going to cause such a reaction. I mean, Aquarius is lightning energy, so it always causes such a reaction. And what this does is that, okay, the way I can put it is this full moon eclipse, and it's a total full moon eclipse, is going to be shock and awe, shock and awe. And what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to tap into lucky energy, because you know what lightning is. It connects the heavens and the earth in a matter of seconds, and it's not just a one-way path. It happens a couple of times before it's gone. And so I suggest acting on any impulse that you get, and riding the waves of chance when this full moon eclipse comes around, because it's really going to be lucky for you. It's going to be awesome. And yeah. So anyway, that said, that marks the end of the month of July. And then when we move into August, the first day of August, Vesta turns direct. And that's just beautiful, because see, the thing is, during the Sirius Gateway, I was really trying to connect with other witches, and they all had some of the other issues with each other, and I wasn't able to connect with a lot of them. But the one witch that did come, we bonded so well. And but then I realized that, every witch, every woman out there had her own healing process and her own time to heal, and her own person with which she could heal. And now that the Vesta retrograde is over, well, not now, but on the 1st of August, when it gets over, I think it'll clear the air with a lot of women. And I just wanna let me use my cards and find out what it's going to be like on the 1st of August. This one was also trying to come out. So, unique. Nice. Unique. Unique is unique, about your unique abilities or talents and things like that. And then I got can't comprehend yet. My cards, oh my god. I tell them to explain something to me and they say you can't comprehend it yet. And then we have Surge, but Surge came up upside down, so I can definitely say that I can't comprehend it yet. Yes, thank you. And but then the unique card came out, so it makes me think that it's gonna help women to not be so jealous of each other and be appreciative of the other woman's uniqueness and talent and beauty, and pull with the men. I think that's where the friction comes in. When women fight, a lot of those fights have to do with the kind of attention that the other one pulls from a man. It's annoying, but there it is. And Surge, I wonder what that's about. Let me just pull up a card. So Surge usually means full speed ahead. Wait. See, that's the card I got. Wait. So yeah, it's going to clear the air, but you're not going to be able to work with the women that you wanted to immediately. You're gonna have to wait for it. You're gonna have to give things time, because I guess that's just the way it is. Okay, so that was the first. It clears the air between a lot of women, but they need time to pause. And then on the 8th, we have Uranus. Uranus going retrograde in Taurus. So let me pull out a card for that kind of energy. A ripple effect. So see, a ripple effect is just like a little ripple over there. So it's all about the butterfly effect, and you know what I think it is. So Uranus energy and Aquarius energy, they're the same, right? And the only difference between Uranus and Aquarius is that Aquarius is more of a personality and a personalitized energy, and Uranus is more of a energy, just plain energy. And so this makes me think back to the full moon eclipse, where you probably got a lot of insights, you did some spontaneous things, and it was a beautiful moment, it led to beautiful moments, and then it sort of died down because you need a break from all of that action. And then on the 8th, you get Uranus in Taurus going retrograde, And I feel like the stuff that happened on the full moon, the ripple effect or the consequences will come up during the Uranus retrograde period. Lost in limbo. So I have a feeling that it is going to make you question the reality that you have made for yourself so far. Um, the things that you did in the things that you did or the things that you understood during the eclipse, is going to make you you're going to remember that during the Uranus retrograde, and you're going to look at your surroundings and see and question as to how is this in line with what happened, because what happened was really God sent. It was divine. It was a message to you. And basically, from the 8th onwards, you will be trying to figure out how to make sense of it in your life. How can things fall into place better? And I guess that's part of the ripple effect that happened, that's going to happen. And with each event that happens during the August month, you're going to find out more and more details. And it's always going to be about something tangible in your life that has to break away, and something new that has to enter. Something tangible again, new, that has to enter. So in the new moon, so we have on the 11th, new moon in Leo. And let me just find out support. Cha 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 cha. Support and stasis. So usually new moons are never all that smooth. Well, new moons and full moons have different sorts of energies. With full moons, I always feel kind of cathartic, and with new moon, there's this sense of darkness. There's this fighting with the bad stuff in you and trying to find the light. So it's usually on the new moon, I'm kind of lost. But this is beautiful to see. So we have support and stasis. That means the new moon in Leo is going to be like, it's going to be a relief during this Mercury retrograde season. It's going to be like, yeah, I know things aren't going so well. You're trying to achieve some sort of greatness in your life, but Mercury retrograde is fucking it up for you, but it's okay. Even in this darkness, it's okay. You know who you are. You know what you are. You'll probably remember what happened Cancer season that gave you a lot of strength. So yeah, it's about that. And then the next big thing to happen is on the 19th. So 19th is when Mercury goes direct again. Thank God for that. And it's still in Leo when it goes direct. So let me pull out a card for that. Let me really shuffle it well. Nostalgia, but upside down. So let me pull up another card. Love. Okay. So yeah, things are going to fall into place. You're going to remember, and then we have fruit at the end. So you're gonna look back on the past when the Mercury retrograde is done. You're gonna look back on the past and look at yourself with a lot of love and go like, whoa, you really did a lot. You're really something. And this is going to go a long way in giving you the confidence that you need to achieve the fruit. And fruit is about that that thing that you always wanted, the thing that will give you the satisfaction of success, of um, of achievement. And yeah, and then on the 24th, the sun moves into Virgo, so that's another season. But it seems really cool and really cathartic and really, it really clears the air. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly pull out a few 30 minutes. Fuck, okay. This was supposed to be a short video, but whatever. Laugh. There's not enough joy in the world. People take life a little too seriously, and Leo season is here to help you laugh at yourself, because that is a very important thing, and it's also going to help you bring stasis. So stasis is like this equilibrium where everything is settled and everything is dynamic but stable. So yeah, laughter and stability and some much needed lightheartedness. And yeah, that is about it.